PowerStep XL for pickup trucks. Begin installing the motor linkage by positioning the gear cover in place. Seat the motor into position on the 3 mounting bosses. This may require an adjustment of the gear. After seating into place, fasten the motor with the 3 motor mount screws with the 4mm hex head. Tighten the screws to 36 inch-pounds. From either side, insert and position the carriage bolts into the slot on the rail. Refer to the vehicle-specific installation guide for accurate positioning measurements. When in place, mark the rail for reference. Next, install the brackets onto the rail using the marked reference points. Repeat this process for the remaining brackets. Arrange the flange bolt and flange nut onto the bracket tab and repeat. Be sure not to tighten too much. This will allow for rail adjustments when mounted to the vehicle. Set the rail up into position. Starting with the rear bracket, work towards the 2 front brackets. Slide the brackets over the captive studs and use the provided nuts, torquing to 16 foot-pounds. Next, start from the rear of the vehicle and torque the flange nuts. Thread the supplied bolts into the front drive linkage and repeat for the rear idler linkage. Do not tighten yet. Install the provided spacer and bolt into the upper mount, both on the drive and idler linkages. Slide the mounting T-nut into position. Center the board in the rail pocket. Then tighten the fasteners to 10 foot-pounds. Using a 13mm socket, torque the linkage bolts to 16 foot-pounds. Next, use a 10mm socket to torque the linkage space bolt to 8 foot-pounds. Repeat this process for each bracket. Next, torque the bolts on the mounting brackets to 16 foot-pounds. Remove the fuse from the wire harness. Connect the wire harness to the controller. Then mount the controller with the 2 11-inch tie wraps to the factory conduit just forward of the battery. Connect the red and black power leads to the battery. The red lead goes to positive. Route the shorter leg of the harness down the passenger side wheel well and longer leg of the harness down along the driver's side wheel well. Secure the harness with tie wraps. Remove the driver's side front kick panel and door sill plate. Roll back the carpet to access the hole for passing trigger wires into the vehicle cab. Remove the grommet in the floor panel above the front linkage on the driver's side. Poke a small hole into the grommet and thread the 2 trigger wires through and up into the cabin vehicle. Connect the harness to the motor and secure the harness with tie wraps. Affix the LED lamp to the LED bracket. Using the supplied butt connectors, connect the lamp wires. Red to red, black to black. Crimp the butt connectors and secure all loose wires with cable ties to avoid snagging. Then affix the LED bracket assembly to the rail. Mount the front light rearward of the front linkage and mount the rear light just forward of the rear linkage. Use the supplied Pawsey twist connectors to attach the plug-and-play module to the harness. Attach the matching colors on the harness to the wires on the module. Plug in the module to the OBD2 port on the vehicle. Tuck the wires away and secure with cable ties if needed. Finally, reinsert the fuse into the wire harness and remove the clear film off of the PowerStep XL emblem. The PowerStep XL is now ready to be used. Test the PowerStep XL by opening the door and watching it deploy. Then close the door and watch it retract. This video installation is a general overview of how to install the PowerStep XL. For complete installation instructions on year and make specific models, please visit amp-research.com.